It's Pride.
Hi. So anyway, as I was saying, I'm a teacher of sorts. It's a little non-conventional, sure. I teach various things. Usually it has something to do with social justice. There's nothing wrong with being a social justice warrior. Teachers have souls. You respect women on my channel. I don't care what you call me. I'm right. And you're wrong. I want respect for gingers and women and everyone across the world. I am not racist at all. I'm the most unracist man in the world. I am proud to be a ginger. This is not a fucking joke. No! I am a social justice warrior. Social justice warrior. I am a social justice warrior. Social justice warrior. Social justice warrior. Social justice warrior. I am a social justice warrior. Social justice warrior. Social justice Because I'm fighting for not just my rights as a minority, a ginger, I'm fighting for your rights as well. You'll see. I am proud to be a ginger. I am proud to be a ginger. And none of you can stop me from being who I am.
Hello everyone! How is everyone doing? We'll wait a moment and let a few more students pour in, and then we will start the class. But I thought that instead of just letting that song replay over and over. Yeah, sure. And now the camera's blurry. Huh. We just can't stop having problems today, can we? We just can't stop having issues. I'm telling you all now that I'm probably just going to get a brand new webcam, a new microphone, I'm going to get a new everything, because everything is giving me problems today. I don't know why. I haven't done anything wrong. Yes, I know my mic is fucking terrible. We can stop repeating that in the live chat. I understand that. I'm not trying to be mean, but I've been told 3 times today, okay? I understand. I might just fucking... I honestly might just have to miss today. I might just have to end the stream right now, because nothing today, it has been, for some fucking reason, all of my technology, my internet connection has been fucky, my microphone has been for some reason shitting on me, we've lagged out, now my camera is for some reason not focusing. I'm trying, just so you know, I really am trying. I have tried to stream all day. This isn't due to me being lazy or not streaming twice a day. Like, obviously we're in the 7th week. I've streamed twice a day without missing a single time. I'm just legitimately, this is amazing. This is, you know what, hi everyone. You are now watching the highest, you are now watching Coppercab in HD. You know, coming to you live with the best microphone quality and camera quality you can possibly find on YouTube. You have, everyone, you have now teleported back to 2008, and you are watching this video in less than 180p. Who needs 1080p? Who needs 4K? Why would you want to watch anything in 4K quality? Honestly, why can't we all just, you know, rewind time and, oh, look at that. Suddenly we're going through the years now, and we're evolving now. Our camera quality is now evolving, and we are actually back to 2021 instead of 2001. So look at that. Maybe you should stop grabbing the camera, shaking, bopping your mic a lot of that saliva. Hey, Xena, maybe you should go fuck yourself. I do what I want to. I don't tell you what to do. So don't come on here and tell me what to do. So anyway, I hope everyone's been having a great week. I've legitimately missed a lot of you. The thing is on Mondays and Tuesdays when I don't stream, I'm not doing a ton else. Like I do keep myself busy, and I exercise, I do things like that, but I feel like other than like working on the big book and like keeping my profiles up to date and everything, I don't really do much in the way of like gaming.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
Sneef, 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 sneef.
And I don't want to have any issues.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
I love you, Professor Copper. You are by far my favorite educator. Please send my love and prayers to Mima, Aubrey and Cameron as well. You deserve more respect. Just my opinion.
I don't know why you would want to. Okay, well, that's very sweet of you. It's a very sweet thought. Thank you very much. We're gonna probably wait another 4 more minutes or so. We'll wait till the 10-minute mark. Right now, the stream's been live for 6 minutes, so we'll give it about 4 more minutes, and then we'll start. I'll do my intro and everything. But in the meantime, I hope everyone's been doing well. I hope all of you have had a good Monday and Tuesday. I did. Aubrey and I made homemade tacos. We got some Ortega taco shells. I don't know if you're from anywhere outside of America. If you're in America, you've been to a grocery store, whether it's like a Dillon's or a Kroger or even a Walmart or something, or Target grocery section. If you've ever made tacos at home, you might know the Ortega. We got the Dorito flavored taco shells, with like the flat bottoms, and we made some really good homemade tacos last night with some what is it called? Impossible burger meat, because Aubrey's vegetarian even though I'm not anymore. We had a good time last night and yesterday, and yeah, it's been a good couple days. It's been a nice couple days to kind of decompress and take a break from streaming. But I again, as I was saying earlier before I was interrupted, I do miss all of you. I really do. I miss all of you very much. And I'm gonna be honest, especially my American classmates, especially you guys. As much as I love the European classmates, my 2 to 4 p.m. class.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
Poopy cab, 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 poop.
I'm in the middle of talking, so I appreciate the $10. It's very kind of you, Raven Queen. I don't appreciate being spammed with poopy cab over and over, okay? But thank you for the $10.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
Max XX is watching.
Okay, thank you so much, but I'm in the middle of speaking. I'm in the middle of speaking right now. Interrupting someone when they're talking is rude. Do we drop a 111 in the live chat if you think that interrupting somebody is funny? Drop a 222 if you think that it's rude. Okay? I hope that we have some people in their right fucking minds in the live chat. Hopefully I see some 222s, okay? That would be very, very cool to see some people that are like-minded. But I understand that, that it's not exactly like a Christian in a church, if you will. And when I say that, I mean I'm not.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
Surrounded by people that are of similar minds to me right now. A lot of you differ from me, okay, politically, okay, mentally, even perhaps maybe some of you have a mental disorder that keeps you from, maybe you're ADD, maybe you're, a little kooky. That's okay.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
Happy Pride Month to all my fellow heterosexuals.
Okay, why are you saying federal? Why are you disrespecting gay people right now? Why are you saying that to your fellow heterosexuals? I'm sorry. Can we not do this right now?
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
Cigarettes said, "Hey man, hope you're well. What hobbies have you had during quarantine to help pass the time?" That's a really good question because I'm not starting the class just yet. We're gonna give it a little bit of time to let some students come in. Yeah. So during the quarantine, during the pandemic, obviously we all had to kind of find other things to do that were kind of more indoors. You know, especially if you're in like a city or something like I'm in. At home, I have an Oculus Quest 2. I was fortunate enough to get my hands on one of those way previously back when the pandemic had just started. So I would play a lot of Beat Saber, you know, a lot of games like that. They've got some good golf games in Oculus. And, you know, to be honest with you, though, the longer I've had the Oculus, the less I use it. It still feels a little bit like a niche product. I know that the future is very bright. You know, I know that the as far as VR goes, there's so many different applications you could do. Like there's so many different ways you can apply VR technology. As far as like
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
Shut the fuck up, Copper. I'm not disrespecting gays, so please shut up, you butthurt snowflake.
Just shut up! As I was saying before I was interrupted. Raven Queen. Sorry about that, everyone. Please disregard idiots. When you say happy pride to all my fellow heterosexuals, it seems a little disrespectful to the gay community, okay? Bisexuals included. Anyway, I don't want to hear about my fucking microphone quality. Okay, I don't want to hear about any of that. So just stop. I understand my mic is bad. Okay? I'm going to fix it. Now, as I was saying, yes, VR technology is pretty awesome. Maybe one day we'll have it so where we can, you know, sit on the court. Like, imagine getting courtside seats to your favorite basketball game live and being able to watch LeBron James or, you know, Tom Brady or Russell Wilson, whoever your favorite athletes are, Serena Williams, you know, imagine being able to watch them live and be, like, right there near them, you know, and
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
For VR,
hey, Kelly,
put a
suck
camera
my
there
ass.
and don't call me a Kelly, okay? My name is not Kelly, Raven Queen. My name is Copper. I'm not triggered. I'm fine, okay? I'm really fine. I really am, okay? Let's not start today. Today we're going to be talking about a very sensitive topic. I'm not starting the class yet. I'm about to start. But let me just say before I even do my intro, everyone, today we're talking about the Stonewall riots, okay? We're going to talk about the history of Pride and what it means, you know, why we have Pride rallies, Pride festivals, you know, parades. Sorry, couldn't think of the word. Why we have that? Because you see a lot of people say, "Well, we don't have a straight."
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
Very ignorant.
Hey man, would you be up to hop on VR Rec Room and play some paintball or frisbee golf? It's pretty cool, should check it out, and a cool place to play some games with some of your fellow classmates. Check out Rec Room, been around for a while and great VR.
Yeah, Rec Room, I do have Rec Room on Oculus, and yeah, that could be cool, okay? Join my Discord server, discord.gg/Coppercab, if you want to, you know, if you want to maybe play some VR sometime with me, maybe I can do that. For anyone who's just joining me, I know my microphone quality sucks right now, even my camera. I do plan on very soon here investing in a new camera, okay? And I am legitimately going to get a new, because I basically, at this point, I am a streamer. Whether I do it professionally or recreationally or educationally like I do for all of you. I am a streamer, as
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
among other
Hey
things.
Kelly Trooper,
I'm
you
sorry,
gonna
I'm
cry, you
talking-
piss baby? Do I need to change your baby
Raven.
diaper, LMFAO?
Raven. I don't wear a diaper, okay? Don't call me Kelly Trooper. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Thank you to Some Zone Cat for doing a great job in the live chat moderating. It's very kind of you. I do recognize that Some Zone Cat's actually doing a good job as a hall monitor, which is nice. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, so I did get into quite a few things during the pandemic, the quarantining process. I did get into Oculus. I did have a few parties with some friends, with Aubrey and a few other friends of mine, of hers and mine. And it was cool. We played some cards. We would play some, like,
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
poker and things
Class
like
note,
that.
excuse me please, gay pride is the stupidest thing I have ever heard
It's really
of.
not.
Proud of what?
Gay
What
pride
exactly?
is not a stupid...
Upsetting God. Being straight can actually
Gay
make a
pride-
family baby and a healthy society. What will the prideful do? Use any sexual organ they see?
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
What's the difference between a gay man and a refrigerator? A refrigerator doesn't fart when you pull your meat out.
There's nothing wrong with pride rallies and pride parades. The thing with a pride parade is, like, essentially, it's... Okay, so gay people have been oppressed throughout history, not just in America, but all over the world, okay? But even in America, okay, we have had a lot of oppression, and we're going to talk about one of those events that sparked basically what became Pride Month. And that took place on, I think it was June 28th. Now let me Google that.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
Fuck Pride Month, fuck LGBT fags, they are
Yeah, June
all
28th.
child abusing scum, they need to
Gaming
all
Bro,
be put
I'm in
in
the middle of
bundles of
talking.
sticks and
Okay,
burned.
Gaming-
Islam is right about the LGBT, they
Gaming
need to be
Bro?
thrown off buildings like the turds they are, make the LGBT into LGBTQ.
Okay, Gaming Bro. Gaming Bro. Okay. I'm talking right now. We're talking about Pride. Okay, Pride Month. So I would ask all of you politely to please, okay, respect me. Don't interrupt the stream. Don't interrupt me. I appreciate donations. I appreciate the $10 somebody spends to say something on my stream. But I would appreciate it much, much more. I don't appreciate it when you're saying things like that and being insulting. Okay? A lot of people think that I don't care. I actually care, okay? This is not an act. I'm asking all of you very politely and quietly right now. I'm trying to do something a little different here. I'm going to be very calm. Don't interrupt me. Don't say things that are disrespectful to gay people, okay? Which includes me. I'm bisexual, okay? A lot of bisexual men have enough problems in America, in the world. Bisexual men are one of the least likely to come out of the closet because they can now... There's a couple of reasons for that. I'll get into it in a little bit, okay? I don't want to make this just about myself. I really want to talk about the history of Pride. But I just want to say that... Anyway. There's a lot of toxicity and biphobia. Even from the gay community, apparently. Aubrey is also bisexual. My sister happens to be as well. A lot of people don't know this. But it's true. Aubrey and I are both bi. And she came out a long time ago. She's always been bisexual. I mean, obviously, but like, it took me a long time to come out to myself, if you will, and to accept myself as bisexual. Because there's a lot of stigma if you're a male and you're bi. It's seen as like you're actually just gay and you're not fully coming out of the closet. You're less of a man, maybe. If not that, like, if you're bisexual, if you find a male attractive, you're less of a man. You know, you're not an alpha male. It's a very stigma. There's a lot of stigma attached to being bisexual. If you're a male, I mean, with women, it's a matter of, oh, well, you're not really bi. You're just an attention seeker.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
You're just straight and kissing someone. There's a lot of, like, you have to prove it. Like, you're not really gay. You know, you're not really bi if you're in a heterosexual relationship, you know. So A lot of stigma. Unfortunately, it's a lot of phobia, but that's okay. That's all right. Because, you know, we're just going to keep trucking along, and that's what we do. That's what we do. So, as I was saying, let's see here. So, the Pride Parade. We'll talk about the Stonewall riots, and we will talk about the history of that. The Stonewall riots is a big one, and I've got some really striking images to show you. I'll go ahead and drag a few on the screen right now just to get into it. We don't need to do a big intro. Y'all have been here. A lot of you have been here before. A lot of you have been here before. But these are some of the Stonewall. I'll just show you the images, and then I'll tell you about it. So, but also, well, it was on June 28th, okay, 1969, which might sound like to a lot of you, maybe you're younger, or not, I don't know. I assume all of you here are like at least 21 or so, even though some of you don't act like it. On June 28th, 1969, and I know some of it, but let me just read here. There were a series of spontaneous demonstrations, the Stonewall riots were, by members of the gay community in response to a police raid that began in the early morning hours. Okay, Raven Queen. I don't know if you know this, but you're not supposed to press join. Please do not hit join. Okay. If you're new here, I know you're not new, so I don't know why you're hitting the join button. I appreciate the membership, okay? But when I was told about the membership thing by Cameron and Aubrey, and they told me that they were going to set it up for me, they told me that they would have it as the good apples, okay? They were meant to be little green apples next to your name. See, right now I just got a new therapist, so I'm trying to not explode, okay? I'm trying to control my anger. Because earlier today, I punched the door and put a hole. I don't know if you can see it very well, but do you see that spot right there? I was getting very angry earlier at all of you, okay? I did not keep my cool, so I've cut my finger open right here. You can't really see it very well, but on my knuckle there, I cut it open, okay? Now, I'm not blaming all of you, but it is kind of your fault. Not yours, my European audience, the 2 to 4 p.m. class. I'm trying to work on better skills, okay, and not get angry. So please try to work with me here, and be kind. If you are kind to me, the kinder you are to me, the more patient I will try to be with you, okay? So if someone does say interrupt me by accident, I understand. I didn't know this till just recently, but apparently there's a lag. There's a bit of a delay. So if I tell you to silence, you might not have
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
Right now,
But no matter how many
I'm in the middle of-
SWMS in the stream, it would be so empty without me.
Rodriguez?
Now this looks like a job for me, so everyone drop a 111 in the
Don't
stream
tell
if you
me
want this
that!
man-child to shake his saggy titties, cause it would be so
Don't.
empty without me. Na 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 n.
Okay. Okay. What? Maybe this is because there's a delay. Maybe the delay maybe you didn't get the memo, Spoxy, that I don't want anyone pressing the join button until it's made into an apple. Please? I'm not trying to make this stream about apples and eggs. Okay? Birds and bees. I'm talking about the history of Pride, the Stonewall riots, where we're at as far as the LGBT movement today, how far we've come since this all kind of started, since like the Gay Liberation Front and all those kinds of things in the 60s and 70s. I have a lot of... Here, let me just show you. Can you look at the top of my screen here? Do you see all these tabs up here? You see all these? This isn't just bullshit. These are actual things. Like, I have like the history, like I have all kinds of different clips here and all this stuff. I do a lot of prep work before these classes because I really do have a lot to say. A lot of people I see on my server will go, he never teaches anything. I understand how you come to that. The only reason I don't get a chance, I'm trying to speak more clearly, okay? So please don't interrupt me. It's hard. I have a hard time. I have a very hard time conveying my thoughts. I don't know if it's an ADD thing or what it is. Maybe it's a thing. Maybe it's partly my fault. I don't know. I like to blame all of you all the time, but maybe it's partly my fault too. I don't know. But I struggle enough to convey my ideas and my points and get my points across just on my own. I don't need a bunch of people interrupting me and like making me hear like drop a 111 in the live chat if you support racism. I don't need to hear that, okay? No one needs to hear that. So please be kind, okay? Please be respectful to me. I'm being very cool. It's the beginning of June. It's Pride Month. I'm going to try to make a change on behalf of, you know, my fellow gays. I'm going to try to be kinder and spread love. And I think that's that's at the core of what Pride parades are all about, is spreading love and acceptance and tolerance. So I'm trying to be more respectful to all of you and not just lose my cool as easily. I'm really trying to hold back my frustration right now. So I would appreciate it if you would pay me the same respect that I'm trying to pay you. I understand that this works both ways. And the reason I lose my cool and I get frustrated and I yell sometimes, I do raise my voice sometimes. The reason I do that is because I'm so frustrated with all of you. I'm not attacking you when I say that, okay? It's just, it is frustrating. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. See, this is what I'm talking about. I ramble and I get off topic and I can't. Just stop joining, okay? Just stop pressing the join button until it's made until that says, until rotten eggs on there with a little green egg symbol in my live chat, until that changes to an apple and it says good apples and those fucking emojis are next. Until that happens, please refrain from hitting the join button. This is not reverse psychology, okay? I'm telling you now to stop.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
Until
A
I say
ginger
it's
tries
okay.
to make a deal with the devil. Insufficient funds. Gingy cab, 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 gingy.
So, anyway, in the past, we have had lots of homophobia, lots of racism, but where we are today, first of all, let me just tell you, okay, we have come very, very far, okay? Let me show you some images from, so, the Stonewall riots, also referred to as the Stonewall Uprising, or the Stonewall Rebellion, were a series of spontaneous demonstrations by members of the gay community in response to a police raid that began in the early mornings hours of June 28th, so this month, 1969, at the Stonewall Inn in the Greenwich Village neighborhood of Manhattan, New York City. Patrons of the Stonewall, other village lesbian and gay bars, and neighborhood street people fought back when the police became violent. The riots are widely considered to constitute one of the most important events leading to the gay liberation movement and the 20th century fight for LGBT rights in the United States. So, and I'm just giving you the cliff notes here. I strongly suggest that all of you go and do your own research, because as much as I can tell you, there's so much information you can't learn.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
Class note, excuse me please, I go pee-pee in the potty. I have pee-pee potty pride, but seriously the gays have way overplayed their hand and are now destroying society by trying to spread the degeneracy to the children. That is where decent people must draw the line.
I don't believe that educating children on gay people is going to spread degeneracy. I don't think that being gay is being a degenerate. I'm not saying, you know, I'm just saying what I mean by that is I don't think that education and saying that there are people in the, like, if you go to a class, like a school, like an elementary, if you're a teacher or something, and then I think that all people of all ages should be educated. Well, not of all ages. I think it's important for the youth to understand that gay people exist, A, and that, you know, I know it's complicated, and I know that families all have their own beliefs, and I totally respect that. I just don't respect hate and hatred. A lot of homophobia starts at a young age, I think. because we have the older generations will kind of like, if you ever told me you were gay, I'd beat the shit out of you, blah blah blah. Like, you know, young people are made to leave home. A lot of people have probably been depressed in the past. You know, well, not probably. I think a lot of people have struggled, and from a young age, like a lot of gay people know that they're gay when they're young, like very young. So it's like, I think that it's important to educate the youth to an extent, an appropriate. We're not talking about sex or anything, and I'm not even talking about sex ed. I'm just talking about telling them that these people exist as adults, like gay people exists, and I think that it should be less stigmatized, and people should. That way, kids will probably bully other kids less. If someone's feeling a certain way, they won't feel conflicted or weirded out, or like why is no one like me, or like, yeah. I just want people to be comfortable being themselves. I think that from a young age, you should be taught that you are okay to be who you are. I think that everyone, especially when you're young, I feel like, you know, you're so impressionable and you're worried about how the world sees you. The older you get, I feel like the less shit you give, honestly. Because the older I've gotten, since I was 17, when I came to YouTube, when I made Gingers Have Souls,
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
And
Hi. You okay? Had a good day? I just want you to know that this is legit my one nice message. Apparently I need to be nice to you at least once in a stream. So this is the nice part. The rest is this. I want you to know that gay...
The gay's what? I'm sorry? I didn't catch that. Could you take the shit out of your mouth? Could you take the physical shit out of your mouth before you try to interrupt me again? Coppercab? Okay, I appreciate the kind words, but I'm trying to talk right now, okay? I'm trying to actually make a point. Don't distract me. Stop interrupting. Please. I'm saying please, okay? I will extend an olive branch, and I will be kinder to you in the hopes that you will also follow my example and be kinder and respectful to me. So, as I was saying, I just think that kids, you know, not kids, but younger people. It doesn't have to be a kid. It could be a teenager.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated
someone in their
unfairly.
early 20s. I feel like we should all, just humans. You know what? Forget the age thing. Humans should be taught and raised, not raised, but taught to be able to accept themselves. I feel like, you know, you have.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
A lot of homophobia
Michael, the first
probably
time
stems
just
from
trying to
internal.
spread the love, but I don't wanna make love to you. I don't know how many times that I don't roll that way, man. Please don't discriminate and be heterophobic. I still identify as SWM. When is it National SWM Monthly? Leel.
A lot.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
Blah blah blah. When do we get to the juicy part when you show us how to fist me Mars balloon knot?
Balloon knot? Oh my, what is that imagery? What do you mean by fisting a balloon knot? Oh my. Oh boy, that is dark imagery. That was as dark of a message as this screen is right now. Jeez, that was bad. Please refrain from talking about my meme in a sexual manner. I don't know what that sentence meant, but I find it to be disturbing. I can tell you that. I don't appreciate the LOLs in the live chat. I'm trying to talk about something serious. I think that all people should be able to accept themselves and be comfortable being themselves. Because, like, look, here's the thing, okay? This is going to surprise a lot of you. But we're all kind of crazy. Like, not crazy. I'm not calling gays crazy. I'm saying, like, we're all different. Every single one of us on this planet is different. Even identical twins, okay, are different. They have different personalities, different life experiences, different friends, different girlfriends, maybe. You know, you never know what their girl could be into. Maybe a girl walks up to some hot guys that are twins and says, I want to date both of you, and they're just like, yeah, okay, we can do that. I don't know. I'm just saying, but see, that that would be a different group. This is a very colorful world, like a rainbow. It's lots of colors, okay? And it's like, we should be proud of that, and we should not try to stick everyone in these kinds of boxes and, like, you must be this. We are the straight people. We are the gay. We are black. We are white. We are ginger. You know, like, I get it. Like,
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
But like
Shit
I'm
comes
saying,
out of your mouth into my ears,
Really,
and then I
Roland?
just
Okay.
try to forget whatever you chat. You legit are the
Coppercab?
biggest
I'm in the middle.
bullshitter I have ever come across in any way, shape, or form. You think gingers have souls and that gays are good. They do not / are not.
I misspoke. What I mean is, there's obviously nothing wrong. And well, I wasn't saying there is anything wrong, but I'm saying, like, not the black, white, gay, straight, whatever, ginger thing. I forget that. What I mean is, people, society, tries to say, you should all act like this, okay? Why don't be different? Like, and it's a lot of it's self-imposed. Like, we as a group, as a human, when you go out to the grocery store, have
I'm
you
a feminist
ever-
who said that women being treated unfairly.
Hold on, I'm in the
When did
middle
you
of
know
talking.
you were bi? How did it affect your
Okay.
friends and family?
That's a good question. That's actually the first question. Like, I think that, like, proper question you've asked. I appreciate it. Thank you for the question. Let me just finish my point real quick, and then I'll answer your question about when I was bi, how did it affect my friends and family. But yeah, the point I was making is that when you go out to the grocery store, have you ever wanted to sing or dance walking down an aisle? If you were to do that, if you were ever to sing or dance, you know, or do anything different, okay, act a certain way that makes you stand out, people would probably stare at you, probably think you were crazy, judge you, whether silently or you might have a Karen walk up and say, "You can't do this here. Excuse me," some like white woman, some white Karen lady. Not. Maybe there are such thing as POC Karens, but I doubt it. I mean, I don't doubt it. I mean, it just tends to be a white woman. I'm not trying to stereotype. Stereotypes are problematic no matter what group it is, even with white people. I know that not all white people are racist. I understand that, okay? But every white person benefits from white privilege. And even if someone doesn't, even if they're not necessarily racist, they're like, well, I don't see privilege. What do you mean? Let me know when my white privilege kicks in. You know, like, they're just ignorant. They don't understand because they've only seen the world through their white perspective. So, but anyway, that's a different story. I'm just saying, like, if you were to act a certain way in a grocery store, people might judge you. The point is that we don't act like our true selves a lot of the time when we go out. It doesn't mean anarchy. It doesn't mean that I'm advocating for absolute chaos and disorder and discord in the streets. I'm just saying, like, you should be happy to be alive and be proud to be yourself, be who you are, as long as you're not hurting anyone, as long as you're not, you know, hurting people, kids, people, adults, whoever, anyone, or yourself, as long as you're not hurting yourself even, you know. I think that it's, I don't know. I just think that it's like whatever. Like, you should be okay being who you are. And I think that we should be teaching kids to be comfortable being themselves. I don't think we should be like, shame on you! You know, to someone who's impressionable and already worried about what society thinks, what their school thinks of them, what their fellow classmates think of them. Like, so a lot of homophobia and racism starts at probably a very young age. It's taught. I don't
I'm a
think that
feminist
racism
who said that
is
women being
something
treated
born
unfairly.
Feeling. I don't
You are
think that
Caucasian, you are white.
born. I don't
You are
think anyone's
Caucasian,
born
you are
racist
white.
or homophobic.
You are Caucasian, you are
I'm
white.
really struggling,
You are
people. I'm
Caucasian,
trying.
you are white.
You're really
You are
testing my-
Caucasian, you are
Coppercab,
white.
you're testing my
You are
fucking
Caucasian, you are white. You are Caucasian,
Coppercab,
you are
you're
white.
testing
Just learn
my
that.
fucking patience. Stop. Pardon me. I didn't want. I'm not trying to yell. Stop. Interrupting. So, I'm just saying that stereotype, just like racism and homophobia, I don't think is something that you're born feeling. I think that it's taught, and so we should teach acceptance. That's what I'm trying to. Disregard what I said before, all the stuff I said before. What I'm trying to say is that we should be teaching everyone to be tolerant of others, and we should be teaching acceptance and spreading love and kindness, and not hate, and not intolerance, and not racism, and not homophobia, you know? But, so when someone leaves a comment saying, like, I think that we should stop trying to spread the degeneracy to blah, 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 like, oh, well, you know, What are you doing right now when you comment on some random, YouTuber's live stream trying to educate people about the history of gay pride, and you're saying degeneracy and blah blah blah? I think you're kind of being a little bit of a degenerate. Pardon me, I'm not trying to be rude, but you're being rude, So I think that you're kind of being a degenerate when you concern yourself with what other people believe and try to tell them that they're wrong or shameful. Shame. What are you doing? Like, what is productive about that? I'm actually asking. How is that productive? Like, it's a serious question.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
An appropriate
Hey fellow
question.
legends, so
How is
glad
that
to be back.
productive?
Just
It's
thought
not.
I'd bring up a friendly reminder that June is National Beta Commie Month. Pummel any comrade that salutes the hammer and sickle. Fuck Marx, fuck Lenin, fuck Stalin, fuck Mao, fuck communism.
Again, see, how is any of this productive? How is that productive, that comment? I'm serious. How is that productive? Anyway, I'm gonna move on because I feel like I'm just talking in circles right now, and maybe a lot of you aren't even paying attention. You just want to see me rage. Is that right? Drop a 111 in the live chat if that's all you're here for. I'm guessing I've been told that there's a little bit of a delay, so I don't see 111s yet. But if you are dropping a 111 right now, as I say this, and you're catching up to the delay here, you're not gonna get. I'm going to try to not rage or get upset, so you might just want to leave, because I'm going to try and keep my cool, and that's that. I'm going to actively test myself right now and work on building my patience level and getting it and keeping it in check, because I seem to lose it a lot with all of you, okay? And I see the 111s now pouring in. I see them over here now, okay? Now I'm catching. Now there's a little bit of delay on my part, so
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
What you going to do, bish? Belly flop me. If this is testing your patience, then fuck me. What happens when your family says no to sex with you? Storm into the garden and have a temper tantrum? You are missing chromosomes, just to let you know, fatty fucker.
Anyway, as I was saying, today we're going to be talking about the Stonewall riots, okay? But we'll be talking about more than that. So I told you about the Stonewall riots, it was, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, today, the whole Pride, the reason we have Pride in June is because the Stonewall riots. That's why June is Pride Month. Okay, that's why. So, even here on the Wikipedia today, LGBT Pride events are held annually throughout the world toward the end of June to mark the Stonewall riots. Stonewall 50, World Pride NYC 2019 commemorated the 50th anniversary of the Stonewall Uprising, with city officials estimating 5 million attendees in Manhattan. And on June 6, 2019, New York City Police Commissioner James P. O'Neill rendered a formal apology on behalf of the New York Police Department for the actions of its officers.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
1969.
Guys, this guy is impersonating me. He locked me in his closet for months and has been using my account for months. Please report him to the police and rescue me. He has been touching me inappropriately and abusing me. Please save me and my account.
Anyway, I'm going to show you some photos of the Pride Parade. So here we go. Here we have hold on, is it not working? There we are. So this is from Stonewall, I'm guessing. I don't know if this is from the original or not, but here's one of the things. But let me show you the actual riots. I think I've got some images here of Stonewall riots. There's an image here. We have some police, obviously some white police officers beating on some people. They've got some batons out, I think it looks like, and a few other things here. There's one of these images that's particularly striking to me. So obviously we've got some people walking here with a police officer. We've got, it's kind of bad resolution, but it's whatever. Some bad images here, some people, some stuff on the ground. It's interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Now, these are a bit more HD, which is nice. I can appreciate high quality. Now, notice how all the police officers have the exact same mustache. All white cops, New York City cops, police department, city of New York, I'm guessing. Maybe she's a lesbian, maybe she's trans, maybe she's non-binary. I don't know. Because I'm guessing this woman was there at the riots, which is interesting. Some youth here. I think that says Stonewall right there. Stonewall Inn. On the wall it says here, scribbled in writing, it says, "To fight for our country, something they invade your... To fight for our country, they invade our rights." And looks like there's some writing on the window.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
Okay.
Class note, excuse me please, the gays have to take a special pill so their perversion doesn't spread the so-called AIDS. They have to do this because of breaking God's word and natural law. It's about population control, non-replacement birth rate. Why encouraged?
As I was saying, this is one of the most striking images that I've come across from the Stonewall riots. So what you've got here is right here. Look at the hatred in this man's face. What is it with police in America and being so problematic? Drop a 111 in the live chat if you have any police in your family or if you are a police person. And can you answer the question why all cops are so fucking... Maybe not all cops, but what is the issue with police officers? Why are they... why are they this way? Anyway. So you got this cop here, and look at that facial expression. People in the background, look... You can hardly see him, but let me zoom in closer. All these people watching, perhaps in horror. It looks like this cop is holding people back. I don't know. It kind of looks like, if you look very carefully, it looks like he's smirking. Like a smile. Like he's like watching, like maybe laughing. I don't know if he's not. I'm not saying that he is laughing or if he's smirking. It just looks a little bit like it in the image. It could just be a reflection or a light bouncing off of something. Or a cigarette. You never know. There could be something in the individual's mouth. I don't know. I'm not saying that this individual, this person, this man here is even a cop. And I'm not saying that they're laughing or smiling, because I want to be very careful here, because they could be a person in the riots. You never know. It might not even be a cop. But anyway. Look at that, and then scroll down and look at this.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
A 1 or 2 a scoodily doodly doo. You're a big fat simp with lips made of poo. Lee 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 lee.
It is NordVPN, Ishtel. Down here. Anyway. Yeah, so look at this cop here, and then look what he's doing. Look what this cop is doing. This cop is pulling on the hair of somebody. I'm not sure what their gender is. I'm not gonna assume, but look what this person's doing. Why is holding a baton, pulling on someone's hair like an animal or something? They're obviously, I mean, it seems clear to me that they're not armed, but I could be wrong.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
Or whoever they are, maybe they have something in their hand or something. I don't know, but I mean, this is pretty bad. But then if you see here, oh, what's coming into frame? Oh, let me just pan over here. And look at this very kind looking individual. Look at that face. How about that, everybody? How about that, white America? Wow, not all cops are bad, huh? In the live chat? Is that right? Well, look at this cop. You think this is a good cop here? Or I'm not saying that this represents all cops, but look at that one. And what's he doing to another human? one of his human family, if you will. Let's see how he's spreading love. Oh, he's spreading love on the back, the bare back of this individual. Not bare, but the individual here, who doesn't seem to be armed. They've got one hand there, bent over. It's almost like a painting. So, just look at the love that these two cops are showing here. You do know that, like, if you're not a cop, like, if you're not, like, it's almost like a legal gang, right? Like, cops are almost like a gang, like a mob, if you will, like a gang, but they do it within the confines of the law. See, they are the law as they think of themselves. So they, you know, they are always they think that they're above the law because they are the ones who are supposed to enforce it. Well, what happens when those who are meant to enforce the law become lawless and they get to act outside the law while also doing it under the guise of being the law itself? Not the law itself, but you know, a lot of corruption, a lot of issues. You know, police aren't perfect. These are people just like you and I. Power can go to your head, can change the way you are, the way you treat other people, the way you see other people. I don't know. It's pretty tough, you know. I mean, look at these are just random people on the street. I mean, I don't know what they did to deserve this, but like, why? Why are they being treated like this? They're not. You know what I mean? It's problematic. It's very, very problematic. That's putting it lightly. But we've come far since this point. Not very far in some ways, but in some ways we have come pretty far from this time period. We have, you know, we've gotten, you know, a lot of more, the LGBT movement has obviously come a long way in the last 60 years, but, you know, there's a lot of progress still to be made, and, you know, as a society, as far as acceptance of, like, people believing or, like, thinking or feeling a different way than you, there's a lot of immaturity still, and that's probably mostly due to racist, homophobic Trump supporters and people like that, but it's whatever. I mean, people like that. I'm not saying just Trump supporters. You know, you can even be a Democrat and be homophobic. I mean, it's I don't know if it's I don't know if there's any homophobic Democrats, but there could be some old person that's a Democrat that votes Democrat, but they're reserved. They're like, I wouldn't vote for a gay president. That's for sure. I mean, I'd vote for a woman. I'd vote for Hillary, but I wouldn't. If Hillary came to me yet tomorrow and she said, "Hey, I'm dating Ellen right now, and Ellen and I are getting married, and you know, Ellen's gonna be the first lady, you know, to Ellen to you know, like, I wouldn't vote for a lesbian." Like, maybe there's some racism or homophobia, you know, in the Democrat. But I don't even think it's not even a political thing, even though it has been in the past to some extent. I think it's just homophobia, you know. It's just a problem, and I don't think it's matters what political party you're in. Maybe, I don't know. I think that maybe Democrats do more things to help the LGBT, obviously, than like Republicans, but you never know. I don't know. We're only 2 months away from the 10-year anniversary of the Coppercab channel. Oh. But anyway, I want to show you something really cool here on Cartoon Network. As far as how far we've come since back in the day. We've got something like this just came out the other day here.
It's Pride Month. Cartoon Network.
This is Pride Month 2021. So I grew up watching Cartoon Network, so this is particularly, I loved Dexter's Laboratory, Powerpuff Girls, you know, things like that. And so it's cool to see this on Scooby-Doo. So look at this real quick.
Network is celebrating LGBTQIA plus kids and
This is on the official Cartoon Network channel.
families who radiate joy,
Happy Pride Month!
inclusivity, and authentic self-expression. We are championing the power of art and creativity by those who are drawn to express
They pronouns. I'm really passionate and I use he, they pronouns.
So this is Jax here. They are, see they, he and they pronouns. They are a trans youth ambassador for San Diego Pride, which is pretty cool. Very cool haircut. And cool style. I like that hat.
Pronouns. I'm really passionate about my art and my music. Using art or whatever you may want to do to express yourself is a really great outlet to
that's
be
Steven
yourself.
Universe?
I think making art is important.
Drop a 222 in the live chat if you watch Steven Universe. I've never watched it before.
Because it's a way to express part of who you are. Creative expression for me involves cooking. It gives me clear space to think and to be.
I also use art as a form of self-expression and I can do to help myself and to help others. Art and
I'm not gonna play the whole video, but I'm not gonna play the whole video. But if you guys want to go and check it out, you're absolutely welcome to. It's on the Cartoon Network channel. It is pretty cool, you know, that they're helping to spread awareness and acceptance and love. Another very cool clip that I wanted to check out was the Blues Clues Pride Parade. So this is very, very cool. This is right here. This came out on the official Blues Clues channel. So look at this right here. This is Blues Clues and You, verified YouTube channel. So it's the Blues Clues and You Pride Parade, and we need you to sing along as the families go marching proudly. So this is featuring Nina West. It's got 47,000 likes. Wow, 33,000 dislikes. I wonder who did that. Let's see.
Hey, Blue, look at all these families.
Now look at this. What this is so cool. Now I don't know if she's meant to be maybe this is is Nina West a drag queen? I'm not sure exactly. I don't mean that to be offensive. Nina West. Let's see here. Nina West is the stage name of Andrew Levitt, an American drag queen, activist, actor, and singer-songwriter based in Columbus, Ohio. She rose to national prominence when her appearance on the 11th season of RuPaul's Drag Race, where she placed 6th and won Miss Congeniality. She's 42. Or he is 42? Is it she? Well, it says here on Wikipedia she pronouns, so I'm gonna say she. She rose to fame. Okay, so she. So let me just see here. Let me play this little clip here. I'm not gonna play all of it, but just check it out real quick.
Hi, families! It's time for a pride parade. Families marching one by one, hurrah!
Let me move my camera here. Look at that. That is so fun.
Hurrah! Families marching one by one, hurrah! Hurrah! This family has two mommies. They love each other so proudly, and they all go marching in the big parade. Families marching two by two, hurrah!
It is quite interesting. Here, I'll mute it. But like, families marching 2 by 2. This is like, look at all that. What they've got.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
Remember
like
when
the
Cartoon
dolphin-
Network had great cartoons
like the
instead
dolphin
of
is
woke
actually,
trash and they didn't push
okay, I'm actually in the
degeneracy?
middle of-
All the
okay,
shows
can we
Cartoon
please
Network
stop?
shows now is trash. Lucky for me I grew
Okay,
up
can
with
we
great
please stop?
cartoons and they never
Please?
encouraged child abuse like those scum do.
Okay, can we please stop with the disrespect? I think I could be wrong, but it looks like to me like the dolphin is actually, maybe I could be wrong, but maybe they're disabled too. So there's a little bit of it highlights maybe like, you know, a gay disabled individual represented here by a dolphin in a what looks like a wheelchair. I could be wrong about that. Maybe they're working the float. Maybe that's what that is. I don't know. But because you've got one dolphin standing here and then a little dolphin there. So I don't know. But this is pretty cool. Look at that. Look at that's so much fun. What is that? MTF? Oh, look. So The little otter here, you can't really see it very closely. But if you look closely, their letters MTF means male to female. And they are waving a transgender flag. So what this could be, oh, this is the transgender float. Oh, that's fun. Because they have wrapped around the float here, the trans flag. So that's fun. I wonder, do they have any bisexual? They've got a little bit of, where's the bisexual float?
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
Look at that.
How can fags keep claiming victim when all major outlets promote this shit? This is everywhere, all they do is talk about fag month. Why do I have to care who you let fuck you in the ass? Live your own private life, I don't care that you are bi or a fag.
The reason that we have Pride is because parades and stuff like that. One of the reasons, I would guess, I'm not 100% sure, but it's because that gay people are oppressed, generally. So you're saying, why do I need to care? Why do I have to care? You don't have to care. Nobody's asking you to care what other people do in their private life. Like, no one's asking you to care. You're assuming. Your ego, okay, your narcissism is leading you to believe that we all give a shit what you care about. No one cares if you care, but what's unfortunate is that a lot of people have cared and in a negative way, and have, like I showed you the riots, okay, from the Stonewall riots back in the 60s up until even today. You still have homophobics and homophobia, even internalized homophobia. Like, for a long time I told you, oh, I just realized I never answered that guy's question, or the person's question. Even I had some biphobia for a little while. I'm not perfect. Of course, I'm bisexual, so clearly I'm not biphobic now. I'm, but like, for a long, and I still to this day struggle a little bit with biphobia. Like, it's not emasculating. It doesn't make you less of a man to be bisexual. Like, as a male, I'm speaking as a male, gender fluid, but male. Yeah, so Max said, when did you know you were bi? 26 minutes ago. How did it affect your friends and family? I knew I was bisexual when from a young age. I've always definitely leaned more towards women. And I've never had a crush on a guy. I've never had any kind of crush or romantic feeling. So I'm what you would call aromantic. I don't have emotional, like, towards other people of my same gender. I don't find them emotionally attractive. I'm not, I don't get crushes on guys. I don't get like, I don't swoon. I don't like daydream about dating a guy. I have zero desire to ever date another man, or marry another man. It's not like that with me. My bisexual is purely a sexual one. Funny enough, bisexual. So I'm probably aromantic towards men, and I'm romantic towards women. I get crushes on girls. I love girls. Girls, I mean women. I get crushes on women and, and females, but not men, okay? Not the male, but the female. So I've never been attracted, in that way to men. Even when I was a little boy, I didn't get crushes on guys, but I knew I was bi. I just didn't know what it was. I knew I was bi though from a young age, but I didn't really know I was bi. And I just was like, oh, well, maybe I'm just, maybe I'm just horny or something. Pardon the blunt language here. But, yeah, the older you get, How am I bisexual? Well, bisexual does not equal, romantic. Okay. Bisexual is a spectrum, okay? So you can be bisexual but be in a heterosexual relationship. Like, you can be a man, you can be married to a woman, you can have kids, you can be married and have kids and all that, but you can still find men attractive physically or sexually, but at the same time find women attractive. And some days it's different than others. there's what's been called a bicycle, like a bicycle, but bicycle is a pun. Some weeks you're feeling more like attracted to men than women, and then other weeks you're feeling more attracted to women. Sometimes you have like zero attraction towards men, and you're just like, you know, it's kind of a fluidity. It's like a fluid thing, like some, you know, you're not always the same in a way. It's like a cycle. And it's a bit random. It leaves a lot of bisexuals to be very confused. It's very frustrating to be bi. But yeah, you know, I think it doesn't really matter. It just, what matters most is that you love yourself and you're, you know, you feel comfortable being who you are. I think a lot of people are going to hate on you. Take it from me. The world's full of hate. A lot of people are going to hate on you and want to hate on you and make you feel bad about yourself. Don't do it to yourself too. Whether you love me or you hate me, whether you don't like me at all, maybe you think I'm a joke, or maybe you think I'm a character. I don't know. A lot of you have these misconstrued, you have all these misconceptions about me. A lot of people think that I joke or I'm an actor. I'm not. I don't act. If I was an actor, I should be in movies. I'm not an actor. I just am very misunderstood. But if you understand anything, I hope, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm preaching to you here or like I'm smarter than you, I just hope that you love yourself regardless of how other people feel about you. I think it's super important. Because the world's full of so much negativity. I mean, have you seen the internet? Look at the live chat right now. It's just, it's a miserable way to be. It's a miserable, miserable way to be. So negative all the time. Even if you're joking. Doesn't that get old to any of you? I don't know. It would get old to me, I think. So, yeah, I hope that you all love yourselves and are comfortable being yourself. And I think it's really important. So anyway, yeah, this little Blue's Clues thing here, it's, you know, some people might find it offensive. Look at the little bisexual sheep here. That's the bi flag, by the way. It's the pink, purple, and blue, I think. But, yeah. I'm not saying joking sucks, Johnny Von Soccer, or some Zone Cat. I'm just saying it's like, you know, I'm talking about hate.
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
How can you call me the narcissist? I'm not the one demanding pride months and recognition and special laws and yelling in people's face to use my made-up pronouns and being an oppressive authoritarian while claiming to be the victim. These people are commies.
No, listen. I'm not calling you a narcissist. I'm sorry for calling you a narcissist, okay? I'm just saying it's like Pride months, first of all. I don't even know if anyone demanded a Pride month. I guess it's just the month that people decided to start celebrating. I don't think anyone, we need a Pride month. I don't think any group of people waits on the government to say, all right, this is your month, now you start celebrating. I mean, I don't know if anyone demanded a Pride month. I think people just started celebrating Pride in June, and that's what happened. And then people, I guess people just was like, all right, I guess June's Pride month. I guess that's, you know, how that is. I guess that's what it is then. I don't think anyone demanded it. I could be wrong about that. I don't know. But anyway. So, yeah, like, again, you know, the whole, like, we've come a long way as far as social justice and things. We still got a lot to go. As far as, like, the Cartoon Network and things like that, we've even got this little cool thing as far as, like, racism. I know this isn't on topic. But, like, you know, Barbie and Nikki discussed racism. This is an official Barbie video on the Barbie channel. 10.5 million subscribers here, down here at the bottom below my camera. This is very cool. And the dislike ratio is actually not bad here. I don't know why almost 20,000 people would dislike, but whatever.
Hey everybody.
Pretty interesting stuff.
Hey
here,
everyone.
too.
So there is a huge movement going on. People, millions of people across the world are standing up to fight against racism. And they're doing this because too often and for such a long time, people have been treated unfairly. And in some cases, even hurt by others because of the color of their skin. This stuff isn't easy to talk about, which is exactly why we have to talk about it.
It's a tough conversation, but I'm glad we're having it. People might think that my life looks fine, but the truth is I and so many other black people have to deal with racism all the time. It's really hurtful and it can be scary and sad, and I wanted to share some stories about that today. Barbie and I had a sticker selling contest on the beach last month. We split up and went different directions to see who could sell the most. Well, while I was on the boardwalk, beach security stopped me 3 times.
What?
They asked me all these questions over and over, and they even called my mom. I never told you, but that's why I sold a few stickers that day.
Fucking
The security
ridiculous.
officers thought I was doing something bad, even though I was doing exactly what you were doing. And remember when we were going to join that French honor club at school? Well, I made a perfect score on the entrance test, but when the teacher, who didn't know me at all, gave me my results, he told me I only did well because I got lucky. He said he knew I couldn't speak French that well.
What? You speak French better than all of us. Why didn't you just stay in the club and prove him wrong?
I don't want to have to constantly prove and reprove myself. He supported you right from the beginning and didn't support me. Usually when I talk about these things, people make excuses.
So
They
fucked
say
up.
things like, oh, well, maybe you should have had a permit for selling on the beach. But those are just excuses. People did these things to me because I was black, and they made the wrong assumptions about me.
And they don't make those assumptions about white people like me. And that's not fair, because that means that white people get an advantage that they didn't earn, and black people get a disadvantage that they don't deserve.
Exactly. It's really serious. Some people even get hurt when others think the wrong things about them. That's exactly why people are marching, because when enough of us stand together, people pay attention.
Right. Because when we don't say anything, we're just letting it continue.
Well, you listening and being supportive, that's helpful. It's important to keep reading and learning more about Black history. And if someone is being treated unfairly, stand up for that person. If we all work together, we can make a big difference.
Thank you so much for sharing all of this with me today. With us.
Yeah.
And so, this can be applied in a way, maybe, to also, not the same thing. This isn't the same thing, obviously. But, like, the whole parades and, like, not riots, but, like, protests. The news. So, like, the Stonewall riots. These were kind of protests, right? They're called the Stonewall riots, but they were they probably sparked a lot of protests. And, again, you know, that's the whole thing about America, is that we're legally allowed to have protests, which is pretty cool, you know, that we're able to do that. Not every country has that. I obviously have a lot of issues with my country, but I am still, like, I'm happy with the fact that we can protest, you know, and we don't get in trouble for protesting, and usually anyway. And when enough people come together to protest, we can get things done easier, okay? You know, strength in numbers kind of thing. So, you know, you have the pride parades and all that to show. I don't think it's even meant to protest. It's meant to just inspire other people that are in the closet and feeling ashamed of who they are to not be sad about being gay. And like, oh, well, there's this, look at all these people celebrating and being being proud of being themselves and being proud of, you know, this little thing, you know, this thing that happens to be a feature of theirs. They happen to be gay. And it's not a big issue, you know, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal to be gay. You know, I'm not trying to push that on anybody. I'm not even really trying to push my beliefs on anyone. When you come to my class,
I'm a feminist who said that women being treated unfairly.
Class note,
I'm just
excuse
trying to
me
inspire
please, and a
some
thank you to
acceptance.
Barbie and fictional Black Doll for gaslighting society into thinking everyone is racist, causing demoralization and division in our youth. Race is the easiest thing to talk about. No